Hi, welcome to Improved Garage. So today we're going to be starting the video series on Armour detail supply. Just like the video series I did on DIY detail, these products were not given to me. I purchased them from Armour's website. Some of them I purchased from another third-party retailer. Some of them I purchased direct. So we're going to go through what we have here, initial overview, my initial impressions. I have used some of these already, just messing around in the last couple weeks since I received them. I had fully intended on this video coming out earlier, but then I saw Pan did a video, which I haven't watched yet. Most of these products have been sitting here since December and it's February. Armour Detail Supply is a newer company. I found out about them from Instagram, Facebook groups, a couple other ads. Obsessed Garage uses their wheel coating, which I have purchased but not had the opportunity to install yet. So I decided that the line intrigued me and it was something that I was interested in trying all of their products. Initially, I ordered Decon soap, Shampoo Plus, Adapt, which is their waterless system, Wheel Cleaner, Tire Plus, which is a tire dressing, Panel Prep, Ceramic Spray Sealant, and Amplify, which is a detailer. I also ordered, I already had the wheel coating, I got this from Obsessed Garage. I ordered a glass coating, and I ordered both their Armour Pro ceramic coating and their standard quartz ceramic coating. Very first thing, all of the products came packaged well. They arrived unscathed. These sprayers are the same sprayers that come with the Marolex bottles, which I'm really familiar with. They work very, very well. So every bottle came with one of these. The shampoo and Decon soap came with the pull top nozzle, which makes it really easy to fill your foam cannon. The wheel coating comes in a box. It's just the wheel coating, while the other Armour Pro and Armor Quartz coatings, which are more of a paint coating for your car, those come with this kit, which obviously there's a little flyer that just came out. There's a single applicator as well as a bottle. I did also order a couple extra applicators, and we'll talk about why when we get to Pro. So I really like the bottles and the labeling. The bottles have this smoked appearance where it's kind of this hazy black color. They're like a frosted coating on the top of them. They're still easy to see through. You can look at the back of one of these and you can see how much product is in here. Some of them do separate, so they do need to be shaken before use, and they say that on the bottle as well. Like I mentioned, I do like the sprayers. I think that the labeling is really good from a brand perspective. I think that it looks great. Similar to the DIY detail line, I like their labeling as well. It's easy to understand. I do like the simplicity of the line. They're not like chemical guys where they make 14 products that are the same thing. We only need one glass cleaner. We only need one panel prep. There doesn't need to be multiple of the same things. Chemical guys is an example. There are many other companies that do exactly the same thing. You know, I'm looking at the Decon line right now and there's like 50 products, and to order one of everything is almost $1,000. To order one of everything from Armour is like $300, and I actually have 3 different coatings here, so realistically you could probably do $200 and get a good trial of just about every product that they make. The products that I've had the opportunity to use so far are Adapt, Amplify, Tire Cleaner, Wheel Cleaner, Tire Plus. I haven't had the opportunity to use the rest of these yet. I'm going to do a full video on washing with these products and give you a full overview. The weather's been kind of crappy lately, so it's been difficult for me to get this filmed. But I will say that I've liked the performance of all of the products. So Adapt is their waterless. So this would be like for, you know, bird poop, maybe wiping your car off at a car show, something along those lines. This is a spray. Spray on the towel, spray on the car, let it sit for a minute, wipe it off. Waterless car wash. They do not have a rinseless product, meaning one that you would dilute with water and wash with a bucket and a sponge like the DIY detail rinseless product. The waterless though smells fantastic. It's got a great smell, great user experience. It does a really good job, and I don't find that it leaves a lot behind, which is really nice. There is a little bit of protection. I'm seeing some beading after using it, but it is a great smell and a good user experience. Their wheel cleaner, I think, is great. I think I actually like it better than P&S Brake Buster. The Brake Buster doesn't include any sort of iron breaker. It doesn't have the color changing iron breakdown chemical inside it. It is just a wheel cleaner, so it does require agitation. I recently did a video on Koshchemi Magic Wheel Cleaner, and this performs really, really similarly to it. This bottle is $19. They sell a gallon for $70. It is more expensive than Brake Buster. Brake Buster is about $25 a gallon, but iron removers are a more expensive product than a wheel cleaner normally is. So I think that that's likely why it's more expensive. I don't think that that's prohibitively expensive. I'm gonna mess around with foaming it and see how it works using a foamer versus using just spraying it on the wheels. But I was really impressed with its ability to just be sprayed on and rinsed off with no agitation. I felt that it did a great job. Again, I will do a video to show you that. Their tire cleaner works really well. So again, this is something that I sprayed on, no agitation. It turned like a brown muddy color and I rinsed it off, and it did a great job of breaking down and removing the coating that was on the tire. This is another one that you're going to go through quite a bit of it if you're spraying it on straight using the bottle. It is, again, about $18 for a spray bottle, a 16-ounce spray bottle like this. I used maybe a third of it doing a whole car. And this is their rubber and plastic cleaner. So it's also meant for plastic trim or, things like that. Tire Plus is their tire conditioner. I found that this was easy to apply. It is a little bit thinner of a product, a little bit more watery. I don't know that I love that, honestly. I think that I like the OG tire dressing that I've historically used a little bit better, but again, I will show you a video and we'll test the longevity and we'll see how that works. The OG tire dressing is more like a goop, where this is, pretty watery. But it did a good job and it left kind of a satin sheen, not a crazy high gloss. And it does say on the bottle that if you're looking for something that is shinier, that you would apply a second layer after the first layer has an opportunity to dry. Amplify is their, what we would call drying aid. It's also labeled as a detailer, so you can use it as like a quick detailer. Again, like if you were at a car show or something like that. I think that I would prefer to use a waterless wash to a quick detailer. A detailer is going to have gloss enhancers in it usually, and it's going to add some slickness. So, this would be more for like you've washed your entire car, you've rinsed it off, now you spray this on and you use it as a drying aid while you're drying the car off to give you some hydrophobicity and to add some slickness and protection to your paint. So the glass coating I haven't used yet. I actually have 2 or 3 different glass coatings that I've picked up. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat all of the windshields of all of the cars that we have. There's 4 cars here. We'll use a different product on each one of them and we'll test them out and see how they work, what the longevity is like. Armor wheel coating. So Obsessed Garage switched to this from CarPro Deluxe. My Mini needs new tires, so I'm going to be getting Pilot Sport 4s and I'm going to coat the wheels at that point with Armor wheel coating. Right now that has Deluxe topped with gliss and the coating is gone. It's been on there for almost 2 years at this point, or more than 2 years at this point. Last, let's talk about the 2 coatings. So they do have 2 different coatings. They have what they call their quartz coating, and then they have their Pro Quartz coating. So the regular quartz coating is a 30 ml. Again, it comes in a box with an applicator and like a little card that tells you how to use it. This one is supposed to be 3-year protection. The Pro coating is a 5-year coating, and then they say for 7 years you're supposed to do Pro, and then you top it with a regular quartz. I, at first, was a little turned off by the idea of them having a Pro coating. A lot of manufacturers do this, like G-Technic has Crystal Serum Light, and they also have Crystal Serum Ultra. I can't buy Crystal Serum Ultra, even though I've put Crystal Serum Light on multiple cars because I'm not certified. And I understand to a degree why they do that, but applying a coating is actually a pretty easy job. The paint correction is significantly harder. This is the last hour of a 12 to 20 hour process on many vehicles. But with Armor, what they do instead is you go on their website, you fill out a form, and they call you and have a conversation with you just to verify that you know what you're doing. Because this is a high solid coating and because it has the ability to dry on the paint, leave high spots and create problems, they don't want people doing it if they don't have familiarity applying coatings in the past. So I filled out their form, I got a call the next day, had a great conversation with one of the guys at Armor. We chatted about all kinds of stuff for probably 45 minutes. And he set me up with actually a wholesale account for me to try the products and get a discount, as well as signing me up for Armor Pro and giving me the ability to order Armor Pro. So I get 20% off of anything that I order from their site. Obviously that's not the same as free. It's not going to influence my video. DIY Detail has a similar thing where I can get 20% off as well. A lot of other brands and manufacturers do when you're buying larger quantities of product. This states on it to use within 7 days of opening. Also, they told me that I should order more applicator pads or have more applicator pads on hand. They said, you know, realistically, I don't have to use their applicator pad. I could use anything that I want to. I do want to test that as well. I did order a 6-pack of applicator pads, but he said that because of the way this sets up and how quickly that happens, it will likely clog up the pad, and the pad could actually lead to marring and scratching of your car because it'll have crystallized ceramic coating on it in the time that it takes you to do an entire car. So he said, you know, you'll probably use 2, maybe 3 applicators in the course of doing an entire vehicle. Armor Pro is their pro coating. Armor Quartz is their non-pro coating. Again, it's like, why have 2 coatings? Just have 1. But a lot of companies do that. You know, DIY Detail has 3, G-Technic has 2. Well, they have more than 2, but they have Crystal Serum Light and Crystal Serum Ultra, and there are a variety of other manufacturers that have many coatings. These are a 1-part coating, meaning that you don't need to put a topper on it for a gloss enhancer. They do have like a 3-year, 5-year, 7-year, where they're suggesting that you use the regular coating as a 3-year, the Pro by itself as a 5-year, and then the Pro topped with the regular as a 7-year, making this the sacrificial layer. We're going to test these out. The 2016 Mini needs a coating, and the Honda Passport needs a coating. Neither one of them have one. So we're going to test these out. We're going to see how they work, and we're going to, I'm going to give you my honest opinion on both the application, the hydrophobicity, and the longevity, and I'm going to compare it to CSL with EXO, which is what I have on this Mini here. As well as on the Mercedes-Benz. And I will say that I do like CSL and EXO. I've done that multiple times now. It's easy to keep clean. There is some smudginess to it. So like on a darker car, like the dark green Mini Clubman that I have, when you shut a door or you're touching a piece of trim or something like that that is topped with CSL and EXO, you do get kind of like, it looks like a fingerprint, you know, that's left on it, and you have to kind of wipe that off. I'm interested to see how these do with rejecting fingerprints. Everybody that I've talked to that has tried Armor's products really likes them. I have had a good experience with everything that I've tried so far, but obviously I haven't tried the whole line, and there are things that I haven't tested, like the longevity. We're probably going to be doing 3 videos like we did last time. We'll do a wash with Shampoo Plus, wheel cleaner, tire dressing on one car. Then we will do another, when we're doing the coatings, we'll do a Decon wash. We'll get to use panel prep when we're doing the correction. We'll get to apply their coatings and see how those work. We'll use Amplify on top of the coated vehicle, so we'll be using their drying aid on top of their coated vehicle. And then we'll do a separate video on Adapt and their ceramic spray sealant and seeing how those work. There are 2 products I don't have here. One of them is called Pilot, is their interior cleaner. They're out of stock on that, so as soon as it comes back in stock, I will be picking up a bottle. The other is a product called Iron, which is their iron remover. In my experience, all iron removers work pretty much the same, whether it's DIY Detail, P&S Iron Buster, which is what I traditionally use. So usually I'm buying iron removers in a gallon size and just getting whichever one is the least expensive version that I can get, because they all have a very similar performance, horrid smell, but they do what they do. I am looking at what my next line of products that I'm going to be testing after this is already. I was interested in doing Gyeon. I do like Gyeon's packaging in their bottles. I do have a couple of their products, like this is their tar remover. I have Prep, which is their panel prep spray. I had to switch to that because CarPro Eraser I can no longer buy in California. And actually now I can't buy Gyeon Prep in California either. So I'm interested to see how the panel prep from Armour works, because I can buy that here and that could potentially be my replacement. The thing with Gyeon is their line is very vast. There are like 40 some products, and While that would generate quite a bit of content, it's about $1,000 to invest in all of them, and they seem to have a lot of overlap between their products. So I'm not 100% certain if I want to do Geon or not. I kind of ran into the same thing with Shine Supply. I looked at them as well. There might be a handful of products from each of them that I select to test out. I have used Shine Supply Wise Guy before, and I do like it. Like I mentioned, there are a couple Geon products that I've used before, and I like those. Wet coats, tar, prep, leather coats. I'm interested in G-Technic. Everything I've ever used from Koch Chemie is awesome. Again, huge line, lots of products. But I'm thinking that I might try the Koch Chemie Blue line. They have 10 different products that they call their Blue line, which are like a consumer-ready product. So I thought that those might be interesting to try because not everybody's a professional detailer. I mean, I'm not a professional detailer. So I thought that those would be interesting to try out and see how they work. If you have anything you'd be interested in seeing or lines that you think I should try, drop a comment below. I read every single comment. I reply to most comments. Some people in the past have suggested a couple lines, and I'm looking into some of those as well. That's all for today. Obviously, uneventful video, unfortunately, but initially, I like the products, I like the packaging. The guys seem great. Like I said, I spent 45 minutes talking to one of the guys from Armour on the phone and just talking through the product line, the things that he likes and doesn't like. Also their coating, best way to apply it, some different things around that. So we're going to try the entire line. We're going to see how many of these end up in my cabinet long term. I think my initial, the wheel cleaner is definitely going to, and maybe the tire cleaner. I have Shine Supply Wise Guy, which is what I've historically used. I'm going to test those head to head, and we're going to see which one does better. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you're having a great day, and we'll see you next time.